guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so Governor Cuomo of New York, Andrew Cuomo of New York, possibly, no, most definitely the worst governor, okay? It was a close competition, okay, between the Portland mayor, the Chicago mayor, but, oh, we can't forget California. We cannot forget Gavin Newsom. Gavin, we won't leave you out. You were in a close running for the worst mayor, but let me tell you something. In my book, Governor Cuomo is the worst mayor. Not solely because he runs his city extremely poorly, but he is extremely corrupt. So Wednesday, Governor Cuomo calls an emergency press briefing, and he has this meeting over teleconference to basically tear into Trump for recently threatening to pull his federal funding for the lawlessness that has happened in the city of New York. Okay, so that obviously pushed some buttons for Mr. Andrew. He didn't like that. Trump also, went into him about the crime rate, the murder rate, about Cuomo wanting to defund the NYPD. And what Andrew Cuomo says to President Trump, I cannot believe he's getting away with this. I'm going to roll the clip so you can hear what he's going to say, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
President Trump has actively been trying to kill New York City ever since he's been elected. It really does speak volumes about him. Changed his residence to go to Florida. Why? He can't come back to New York. He can't. He's going to walk down the street in New York. Forget bodyguards. He better have an army if he thinks he's going to walk down the street in New York.
Alrighty, so you heard what he said, and basically he made a threat to the President of the United States. Isn't that a federal offense of some sort? Well, he must have realized that he messed up a little bit, because he actually tried to walk back the statement that he said and kind of tried to soften it, okay, in one way or another, but it didn't work. I mean, shots were fired, you made the threat, and you're gonna be in big trouble. But what's really, really funny about it is he said, Trump, you better have an army to protect you if you come to New York. I mean, if that statement alone doesn't tell you what an idiot this guy is, I don't know what does. Does he not know who Trump is? Does he not see, okay, the line of Secret Service and protection that he travels to just on the regular, okay? Like, we're not even talking to go to your worthless, crappy city, okay? He travels with an army, okay? He travels with an army. And let me tell you something. If those guys aren't there to pick him up or back him up when he goes to New York City, I'll tell you who's going to back him up. The New York City Police Department. Because did you forget that they basically endorse him? No, they really did endorse him 100%, okay? So you better have an army to back you up when Trump comes to town, because it's on, okay? Trump is going to kick your behind. Left, right, and center. You ain't even gonna know what hit you, Andrew Cuomo. Anyways, this guy's full of it. I mean, this guy who talks about how great his city is, okay, who doesn't want to take any responsibility for the crime and the destruction that's going on, much like the guy in Portland, okay, walks around with a gang of bodyguards, okay? So when he leaves his house to go to and from work, he is with a gang of bodyguards, okay? He is hated in New York, okay? His approval ratings are down in New York. He has had the worst performance of any governor in handling or in response to the coronavirus, because he basically refused to not admit COVID positive patients to nursing homes. He let them all come in. It was something like 6,000 patients. And on top of New York being a disgusting, dirty, dingy city, okay, with people living on top of each other, that's why COVID was running rampant. Not to mention, you didn't even accept the help when he offered it to you. And that brings me to another point. Take a look at this video.
I think the president was 100% sincere in saying that he wanted to work together in partnership, in a spirit of cooperation. I can tell you the actions he has taken evidence that. His team has been on it. I know a team when they're on it, and I know a team when they're not on it. His team is on it. They've been responsive late at night, early in the morning, and they've thus far been doing everything that they can do, and I want to say thank you, and I want to say that I appreciate it, and they will have nothing but cooperation and partnership from the state of New York. And we're not Democrats and we're not Republicans. We are Americans at the end of the day. That's who we are. And that's who we are when we are at our best.
Need I say more? Okay, the guy is a hypocrite, just like his Auntie Nance, okay? He, in March, when we were at the height of the COVID pandemic, okay, he came crawling with his little tail between his legs and finally accepted the help of President Trump, and then went on every news network, including the communist news network, CNN, to tell everybody how great Trump has been. So there you go. The guy's a snake. Don't trust anything he says. He needs to go. If you live in the city of New York, please vote differently, okay? Pick somebody else. Vote Republican. Do yourself a favor. What do you got to lose? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Please share this video if you think somebody else would like to see it. And most of all, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much and have a good one. Thanks. Bye-bye.